good old Cardi B, and this is not music related. This has nothing to do with no album sales, nor her putting out no record. This is more about real life.
This is Cardi talking about the auto-registering bill 18 to 26-year-old men to the draft.
We talked a little bit about this.
So I just read an article saying that the House just passed a bill that they're going to automatically register men from 18 to 26 for war, okay? And all I want to say is to America, good luck with that. These you little are TikTokers, baby. These motherfuckers ain't gonna fight no war. We gonna die. You gonna die. These new kids, you wanna send these new kids to fight these wars? The TikTok hip shakers? Nah, like seriously, you're gonna draft these kids that be TikToking all day to fight them what? Most likely what? Them Russians? Them motherfuckers that be fighting bears and shit? Go to school and whatever?
I think that because they're trying to catch all the people who don't go to college, because college enrollment for young men is down. Okay. And if like I said, we talked about this on the show a little bit. I think we went into some wild territory, but I won't go into what that was.
No, we like wild territory.
Yeah, we do. Because once again, all of us who went to college, even if you don't remember it, you signed up for selective service.
You actually signed up for it before you went to college. Really, as soon as you turned 18
or got a driver's license,
you received a card in the mail.
Sure did.
That you had to fill out and you had to send back in.
Yep.
Or you.
And I remember my mother making me fill out that card, and she doesn't even rock with the military like
I
that.
don't think I
But she
did
was
that.
like,
"Oh, you did.
You have to send this in because you can get in trouble if you don't."
If you don't,
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah. I remember they had commercials about signing up for selective service.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, I don't remember the last time I saw one, but I do remember being a teenager, seeing the whole thing about selective service.
Yeah.
I honestly had no recollection or even at
If you
all
went to
until we
college-
talked about it on the show like a year ago or
If
whatever.
you went to college and got any type of loan, you signed up for selective service, even if you don't remember.
Didn't get a loan.
Okay. Well, you might not have signed up.
Might slip through the cracks.
But I just know there were other things. I remember they said certain things you would not have access to if you didn't sign up for selective service.
Yeah.
But like she said, if these kids are TikToking and shaking ass all day, like they're not going to anybody's college and worried about any loan. So they're signing.
Talk to me, Lone.
I think
They're
it's
automatic.
Deeper. I think it's deeper than that, though. I think like the younger generation, for as much crap we give them, they're a lot more political savvy and aware than I think we give them credit for.
A certain demographic of them.
Yeah, certain demographic, but a lot of these kids, the TikToker kids and stuff like that, like they're way more aware of like the system of the United States than like what I ever was at this age. And maybe that's just my biasy. Maybe I just didn't know. Maybe that's just my own ignorance. But like, I don't know. I with social media and all the political influencers that are talking about all this stuff all the time, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if like a draft came about that there would be major pushback.
Look,
I think that's just the ones that we see.
Pushback. I'm talking about pushback.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I can see them all getting together and pushing back, like saying that they won't do it.
Yeah.
Almost kind of like on some new age hippie type ish.
Back in the 70s.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's a good percentage of them, but I think there's a bigger percentage of them that really just don't give a about anything.
That part.
I think that's true as well, but I think the people that are going to be responding in this manner are the kids on the college campuses and stuff like that, which we've seen the Palestinian protests or
right.
And all that stuff. A lot of these people are not going. Like, it's definitely hippie part 2.
I don't even think it's hippie. I just think there are a lot of people.
Hippies. That's a good comparison.
But I think there are a lot of people. If your formative years came after 9/11, I think maybe you have a little bit more savvy and political awareness than someone who came of age in the era that I did. I think sometimes we like to talk about the TikTokers and the people with the weird jeans and the red tennis shoes, like. But that's not all of young people. There are some young people out here who are about that action.
Very sharp. Very sharp.
And I think that we can't dismiss them because we see. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing against this. What's the kid's name? 𝐀𝐄𝐁𝐎𝐓.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think he cares nothing about this. Like, this is not his, that, but he's doing something else, and the people who show up on the show and learn dances and stuff like that's not, but there's a whole nother section of young people who are really intentionally aware that we don't, it's kind of like when we had the conversation about, hip hop, to where I called it like an elementary school classroom, to where we spend so much time with the kid who won't be quiet, who stands on his desk and eats crayons, that we don't see the kid who's over here and is learning to multiply fractions on his own, because the teacher's time is taken up by, the kids who are on bull. Like, there's literally a kid who has a 16 pack of crayons and drew the Mona Lisa, and we don't see him because, like, there's somebody who's
throwing up blue
kid like,
cerulean.
yeah, so
kid like Lone that's spraying glue on the floor in the back of the room.
Yeah, that was definitely me.
So, I think sometimes I get it. It
glue
made
on
for
the bottom
good,
of your chair.
Man.
it made for good content. I think it was very funny that Cardi B about the people climbing mountains to go to school.
The Bears part was funny though. That part was funny.
I want to, as somebody who's older, I want to give our young people a lot more credit for being aware. And once again, we're going to see this election cycle is going to be very interesting. And I think, and it really is, it's the difference is going to be young people and how they're energized and how they're engaged, because honestly, I don't think either of these candidates have anything for them. And, whether they stay at home or they vote third party or just do something else, there's a long time between here and November. I think it's going to hinge on young people and awareness and how they get active.
And I think we have, and again, I don't think this is a thing of the times. I based upon my life experience, I think this is the most educated younger group of people that I have encountered. And I'm even going back even to my own generation. And
I agree.
And I just,
you can
there's
speak,
a lot of,
you can speak firsthand as an educator.
Yeah, to a degree, but I just see it,
The information is just so readily available to everybody that wants to participate. I mean, we literally had encyclopedias and dictionaries and things that we had to actually go grab a book.
Got one for my graduation present.
Yeah. We had to go to the library for history stuff, look up microfiche.
You got to sift through this stuff and read it.
Decimal system. You had to be up on that.
Yeah, you had to actually do that. Now, all I have to do to find out everything is look it up on here, even if it's a paid subscription or something to find out information. So it's a lot easier for them to get this information. But I think, too, and this goes back to the America conversation that we just had, this isn't all on them. This isn't their fault. Because the American educational system is failing a lot of these people as well.
Right. True.
So we can't put it all on the kids, but there are a lot of kids that are just in that pocket that just don't care. They don't even care about the ones that are smart and know exactly what they're doing, because they're just that level of just nonchalant. Just, I'm gonna do what I want to do. All I want to do is get out here, make money, have fun, have sex, and gone about my business. They ain't really tripping on nothing else except for that.
Yeah. And I will say the younger generation is hyper online as well. Like their presence is online as opposed to
present.
It's a little bit different, but yeah.
No,
this is gonna be an interesting cycle. So
definitely a good convo there.
Out to the youth.
Y'all drop game on here for sure. There's still youth out there that can
Utes.
As you say, a ute?
A ute.
I did not say ute.
No, but you know who did say ute? Joe Pesci said ute.
Oh, well, shout out to the ute.
He said, "What is a ute? Two youths."
Whatever, man.
You don't know that movie?
You know me. I'm bad with movies, so
My cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah, clearly.
Don't do that.
Marissa
Don't do
Tomei?
that.
Yeah.
I mean, come
I
on,
caught
man.
a wire reference. Like y'all playing me at this point. Don't do
Karate
that.
Kid.
Yeah.
All
Ralph
three of
Macchio
them.
was in the movie.
Yeah, all three of them.
Yeah.
I saw those.
Yeah. Machio, man, Randy Savage.